ILP is the Individualized Learning Plan, and it's available to all students, but it's required for those students who are diploma seeking, and it's accessed from careercruising.com/ILP. Your username is your SSID number, and the password comes from me, so if you don't have that, email me. Once you've logged in, you will come to this home page, and the first thing that you're going to click on is the Career Cruising tab. You'll do the Career Matchmaker first, and this is a series of questions that will ask you about the things that you're interested in, what you like and you dislike. I'll click here on New Matchmaker so you can see what it looks like. You'll have 39 questions, and for each question you have 5 options. How much do you like working with children? I dislike this very much, all the way up to I like this very much. And you'll go through 39 of those questions, and it will identify careers based on those likes and dislikes that might interest you. I'm going to go back to the answers that I gave, and it gives me a list of 40 different careers that I might be interested in. You'll notice that of the top 10 or 15, a lot of those are teacher, counselor type jobs, which I have degrees in teaching and counseling, so it's pretty accurate. After you do that matchmaker, then you will do the My Skills, and I'm going to go back so that you can see that. Career Cruising, My Skills is next, and I've already done this as well, but when I click here, you will see I can review my answers here. It asks questions like using your hands in a skillful way, and on what level. I said I have some skill at that. You can go all the way from I don't have that skill up to I'm highly skilled, and it will then tell you of the suggested careers that you said you liked, how skilled are you already at those things. Interestingly enough, I answered that I don't have a whole lot of skill in the areas that I like. Maybe I've rated myself a little low. I don't know. The best I got was a B, and you can see here when I click on that, A is a very good match, B is a good match, C fair, etc. So not sure about that. I guess I need to increase my skill level, but all in all, the career choices were pretty consistent. So once I look at this list, I can click on one. Let's just say I want to look at bereavement counselor, since I do have the most skills in that area apparently. I'll click on bereavement counselor, and the first tab is it suitable for you? Just a glance based on the answers that you've given thus far. The skills that it takes to do this, and how I ranked myself there, the central aspects, secondary aspects, and other aspects of this job. You can look at it at a glance, tell you about the tasks that are required, what your workplace is going to look like, your earnings, education or training that's required for it, all these other things about this career. You can click on a job description, and it'll give you a more in-depth description of what this career is about. You can read about the working conditions, how much you will earn, and you can actually change that for different states, because obviously it would be different wherever you, in whatever region you were living. The education that's required, and whether that's a certain degree program or if it's just high school education. It'll also tell you suggested high school subjects if you're going into this area, what you might need to focus on for all 4 years of high school. And you can also look at sample career paths, where people usually start, what's entry level for this area, and how much you would make at each one of those levels, what your requirements and responsibilities would be, and other careers that are similar to this but not exactly that. You can look at other resources there. There's a photo file to show you what it might look like. An office setting, clearly going to work with other people, interviewing. Then you can look at interviews with someone who does this, and you have videos to watch, their likes, dislikes, and advice. I can also click and read what they say, read a day in the life of a counselor, what it might look like, and then a breakdown of the activities that they do during the day. How much they're working inside, obviously a good portion of the time. They're not making or creating things or running machinery. you can print these things out if you'd like to do that as well. So that is available for just about any career that you can imagine. There are tons and tons of careers out there. I'm going to go back to this career matchmaker, and you can look and look and look at tons of other types of careers. Learning styles. This is also, it's another quiz that you can take to tell how you learn best. And I'm going to view my profile. Whether you're a visual learner, learn things by looking at them. Auditory, by listening. Tactile is by doing. And I'm more of an auditory and tactile learner than I am a visual learner. And you can take that quiz to learn that about yourself. Cancel. The next thing that you'll do is the careers that interest you. You're going to save some careers that interest you, and you can either do that by just exploring careers or by going to the career matchmaker. If you explore careers, then you can search by tons of different criteria. I can search by school subject if I know that I really like math, let's say. Then I can look at tons of different careers that have to do with math. Or I can go back and search by career cluster or military careers. I can just go to the index and I'll select M. So here are all the M careers. You can just look and look and look. You can also, let me go back here, careers that interest me. You can also do it by the matchmaker. Once you've already taken that quiz, then I can just, instead of searching through a huge database, I can focus on the ones that I know are pretty similar to my likes and dislikes. So if I liked bereavement counselor, then I would click here, save to my ILP. And then now I have careers that interest me. And when I click off of it, it's going to ask me, it says you've met the minimum criteria for this completion standard. If you're satisfied with the entries for this section, you must fill out the review and revise section. Would you like to do this now? I'm going to click yes. So let's just say I know for sure I want to be a bereavement counselor. And did you make any changes? Added bereave. How do you spell that? Bereavement counselor. And hit save. And you'll see that this bar here, the ILP completion status, rose from 0 up to about 8%. And so I've gotten one section of that done. Then I can go on to schools that interest me, and I can explore schools. Can look for certain programs, or just I'm going to search for schools here. I'm going to look for ones that are in Kentucky, and I'm going to say I want to do a 4-year school, and it's going to tell me all of the 4-year colleges that are in Kentucky. Western Kentucky University is pretty close to us here in Barron County, so I'll click on that, and you'll have tons of information here about this school. Can look at the admission requirements, academic information, how much it's going to cost me, how many kids are currently going there, what their facilities are like, athletics, majors that they offer, etc. Look at all those all that information, and if I decide that this is a school I want to go to, I'm going to click save to my ILP. And so after I have that done, then I'm going to go ahead and click on review and revise there. I've met the minimum standards, and click OK. Added WKU. Why they have a counseling program. Save. And now I climb on my completion scale. Next is assessment results. You can do state assessments, standardized tests, and other assessments. Your standardized tests would be things like the ACT, the PLAN, the SAT, and it tells you here. These assessment results are added by the school, and so you don't necessarily have to add that. Now, if you have other assessments that you want to, you can enter other assessments that you've taken maybe on your own. Goals and plans, career and life goals. So I'm going to do some short-term and some long-term goals, type those in after I've done them. Then I'm going to click on review and revise and save it. Then I'm going to enter my activities and experiences. Go through each one of these sections: hobbies, interests, community service, work experience, etc. And I'm going to save each one of those sections, and I'll watch this bar climb. Awards and recognitions: any awards that you've received, you'd want to enter here. Education plan is something that you'll need to do, so you'll select a grade. Let's just say I'm in the 11th grade, and then I'm going to select which classes I've had. I've had English 3, I've had Algebra 2 this year, etc. And I'll add each one of those. And I can view my graduation requirements and see how close I am to each one of those things. Learning services: if I wanted to add something there, I could add that. The reason that you're adding all this stuff is that it has a built-in resume builder. So after I've completed this information, then I can add all of this stuff, this career objectives, education, work experiences, but anything that I've added will be populated here, and I can print it and export it and easily hand it off to an employer if I'm going to a job interview. So it provides a really organized manner for you to keep up with all of this information. I'm going to go back to the ILP homepage, and you want this to climb all the way to 100%. Once you get to about 85%, you'll kind of be maxed out, and you'll have to do the annual ILP review. So you'll click here from your homepage, and you will review your part, then let me know, and I will review the other part from the counselor perspective. And then once we've both done that, then you'll come back and do the annual student survey, and that will get you to 100%. Now remember that this is required for all full-time diploma seeking students, and for it's available to all students because it can be a really great resource for you to research college and careers. So if you have any questions about this, do contact me. I appreciate your patience. Thanks.